Hi guys, welcome to Michelin King. So we've got two videos today. We've just had a quick look at some waxes that are on the shelves in the factory, and it's heating up in Scotland, so we'll crack on with this. So the other product that we're going to be looking at today is a product called Elixr. So Elixr comes in round about the middle of the range. It's got a really nice oil, and the main attribute of Elixr is super wet paint. So this is what we're going to do. Just going to show you quickly how to prepare the paint and then how to use the wax. It's never a bad idea if it's a nice day like this just to put the wax on the windscreen, let it heat up a bit, it'll be easier to apply, and it just means certainly in our factory it's about 10 to 12 degrees, and I would say at the moment, considering the solar panel here is telling me it's about 20 odd on my head, so never a bad thing to just leave it there. Obviously if it's 30 degrees and above, just be a little bit more careful because you don't want the wax to get too hot and start to melt. So first up, we'll start off with probably one of our better known products, and that is Pure. So Pure is a pre-wax cleaner, and what it's designed to do is just take off previous layers of wax, sealants, and also to deep clean the paint before we put down our layer of wax. Now, this car's been sitting out in the sun, so it is starting to get to about the temperature that we'd be careful of applying any product to. I can still hold the back of my palm on there for about 9 seconds before which is probably the limit. It's a nice sunny day. So all we'll do is just, again, because we're dealing with a wee bit of heat today, is just apply it cautiously over the front. The side panel is obviously fine because it's in the shade, and then just left and right. The thing I would say, just to preempt this, is the last video we did was only about a week ago, so this has had a layer of Pure on it about a week ago, so I'm not expecting miracles this time, but it will just help to remove the old wax. To answer some questions, there is a slight abrasiveness to this product, which is why it's so good at removing old waxes and sealants. It's a great product if you like to test a lot of stuff. It just simplifies it. It means you don't have to use alkaline products, all these heavy duty snow foams, the decon shampoos, everything. Wash your car as normal. Remember, when you're using alkaline products, they will dry out your paint, so they aren't super safe technology, so to speak. Prolonged usage will detract from the natural flexibility of your paint, which you must have, because obviously as you drive the car the panels flex. So alkaline products will dry your paint out just as they will your skin, so precautionary measures, always wear, you don't want alkaline products in your eyes, so gloves, goggles, and if need be, if you're sensitive to certain chemicals, you want a face mask as well. So let's grab our microfiber cloth. In this case it is the Kensington, double-sided, so it's both a short nap and then the thicker nap. Now this is cured very nicely, little to no effort to remove, and just buff off. Just remember now how much of a pig black has to work in the heat. Right, that's us. So I'm happy with that. I can start to feel the microfiber gliding over this nice and easily, which means that you've pretty much got bare paint to work with. And that's not the London slang, that is bare paint. Next up, we won't use this time, I'm just going to go straight to wax. But again, product of the moment, Titan. So Titan is our super high gloss sealant, and you would just apply it the exact same way as you would pure. So just some on the cloth, spread it over the paint, allow it to cure for 3-4 minutes in this heat, probably a wee bit less, just let it chalk over essentially. It's the wrong wording because it is a low dust formula, but what you'll see is a hazing effect, and it buffs off really easily, just as easy as pure. I'll show you quickly, just because there has been a lot of interest in this product recently. I'll just do part of the bonnet just to show you. That's already, the difference it makes actually working in a warmer temperature as night and day. That's already cured. Obviously if you leave it for a few minutes it will absolutely fully cure, but I can see, we'll bring the camera around, you might be able to see that at the moment. Okay, so let's just buff this off, nice and easy, and that's us. So what I'm going to do, just because this panel is beginning to heat up, even trying to dissipate the heat a wee bit by using the polishes there, I'm just going to stick to this panel for applying the wax, simply because it will take slightly longer for this to cure, and because it's a live video I want to give you instantaneous results. So let's grab our microfiber pad again, and this is Elixr, so a very wet looking wax, really nice oils, and all we're going to do is the same thing again. We'll put some on just to show you. Nice thing about this is it really feeds the paint, so especially on a warm day, it will absolutely suck in all of the oils. I always think this is quite strange because obviously we use pure and titan and things like that, but they're not natural. No, most paint sealants aren't. They're mostly petroleum based, and I always find it quite amazing how much oil their paint will absorb or take in, and it's just because it's dry. It's essentially needing fed, because paint, interestingly enough, is porous on a microscopic level, so to speak. So it's never a bad thing to use products that are oil heavy. That's why back in the 50s and 60s you would use a glaze oil product rather than paste wax, just because you're actually able to rehydrate the paint. Waxing, especially with natural waxes, helps keep the flexibility, it improves the UV stability of the paint, it stops near enough delamination if the paint is of a good quality. So if you were to put side by side a car that's been waxed and looked after 60,000 miles, and then a car that hasn't been waxed and it's still in the same heat, the paint deterioration is night and day. I can't remember who it was that did that, but I'm sure there's a video of a similar thing. They were in, I think they were in Spain or something like that, and they had two bonnets and they showed you the difference between a car that's protected and one that's not. So, and that is curing off nicely. So as you see, it's really easy to apply. You just do the finger swipe test. As I said, because it's warmer today, it will take longer to cure. The oils, obviously in the heat, they do melt across the paint more. It gives a phenomenal finish, but they do take a wee bit longer to cure. But there is a trick. In the real world, you would just give it the half an hour or so that it needs. And obviously doing that, the beading, the wetness, everything improves. So the longer you can leave the wax on the paint at this type of level, the better. It does become a point of no added benefit, excuse me, but if you can leave it on the paint for 20 minutes, half an hour or so, and just keep an eye on it as well. And mainly, you do, if possible, want to work out with direct sunlight in an ideal world. But as you can see here, our car park is south facing. It gets absolutely bathed in the sun all day, so that's, for us, it's just not possible. So as you can see, the waxes are absolutely fine. It's just certain precautions that you take, such as you don't shock the paint, so don't use cold water to try and cool the paint down, because it can actually do a thing called shock the paint. It can make the paint more brittle, and if the paint's already brittle, it can actually cause it to later down the line do a thing called crazing, where it looks like crazy paving. It happens maybe if you live in a really warm climate and you go through a car wash, then you see a lot of cars that have been crazing all over, and that's one of the causes. Not the only cause, but one of them. So, beading, incredible. We'll bring you in to let you see that. And this will only improve if you can leave the wax on for longer as well. Now bearing in mind that was pretty much on and off. So if you can leave it on for 20 minutes, the beading will only get better. Sheeting video, and you can see the wetness of this wax is just incredible. We'll bring you round for a different view. Hopefully you can see that on the paint there. So just an incredible wetness. So there we go guys, that is Elixr, and just a quick video to show you how to use it. Take care, bye bye.